Okay, so what if I told you that you have a piece of tech on you right now that's way more advanced than any smartphone and more personal than any gaming console? You've had it your whole life, and today we're going to figure out exactly how it works. Yep, we're talking about your voice. Let's dive in.
No, really, think about it for a second. You are literally walking around with a super complex biological sound system that is 100% unique to you. It's like the ultimate limited edition gadget. So how does this incredible piece of gear actually work? Well, let's pop the hood and find out. All right, first up, the hardware. We're going to take a look at the core components that create every single sound you make, whether you're whispering to a friend or belting out the lyrics to your favorite song in the shower.
So the heart of the operation is this thing called the larynx, but you probably know it as the voice box. The best way to think of it is like the case for your gaming PC, or the main body of your console. It's sitting right there in your throat, and it holds all the really important parts.
So how do you actually boot this thing up? It's pretty much a 4-step startup sequence. First, your vocal cords, which are just 2 little stretchy bands of muscle. They close up tight. Then, step 2, air from your lungs pushes up right against them. Step 3, that air pressure forces the cords to vibrate, like incredibly fast. And finally, step 4, boom, you've got sound. That vibration is the basic raw audio file that eventually becomes your voice.
But here's the thing, that first sound is actually pretty weak and kind of buzzy. It's not very impressive on its own. It needs to be amplified and shaped. And that's where your body's built-in audio filters come into play. Your throat, your mouth, and even your nose. These are called resonators, and they work like a built-in EQ board or a social media filter, taking that basic buzz and giving it the rich, full tone that makes your voice sound like, well, you.
Okay, so what about pitch? How do you hit those high notes or go really low? It is all about tension. To sing a high note, your brain tells your vocal cords to stretch out super tight and thin. When they're tight, they vibrate really, really fast. Just imagine plucking a tight rubber band. And for a low note, you guessed it, they do the exact opposite. They relax and get thicker, so they vibrate much more slowly, kind of like a loose, floppy rubber band. It's literally physics happening inside your throat every time you talk or sing.
All right, so hardware, check. Now let's talk about the settings. You can think of the different ways we use our voice like different game modes. Are you playing a solo campaign, or are you teaming up for a multiplayer mission?
Now, before you jump into any game, you gotta pick your player class, right? Well, in singing, it's kind of the same thing. Voices are sorted by their range. For female voices, you have the higher sopranos and the lower altos. And for male voices, there are the higher tenors and the super low basses. Each one has a specific role to play, just like different classes in a game. So first, let's look at solo mode. This is you playing the main character. The spotlight is 100% on you and your performance. You need some epic breath control to hold those long, powerful notes and make sure everyone hears every word.
But then you have squad mode. See, singing in a choir is a total team sport. It is not about one person trying to be the star. It's about the entire group working together to create one massive, unified sound. And that, my friends, requires a totally different skill set.
So what's the difference in strategy? Well, in solo mode, you're doing all the cool, flashy stuff, right? You're using special effects like vibrato to add your own personal flair. But in squad mode, your most important skill is actually listening. You have to blend your voice perfectly with everyone around you, matching their exact tone and volume. It's all about teamwork, combining all those different voice classes to build harmonies and create this incredible sound that no single player could ever pull off alone.
Okay, so you've got this amazing, high-tech piece of gear. But just like with your phone or your gaming console, you have to take care of it. You wouldn't just drop your new Xbox, right? So let's open up the official user manual for some pro tips to make sure you don't break your most valuable instrument.
These tips are really simple, but trust me, they are so important. First up, stay hydrated. Water keeps your vocal cords working smoothly. Think of it like coolant for your voice engine. Second, try to avoid screaming all the time. Constant shouting is like redlining a car's engine. You can actually cause some real damage. And finally, just like any athlete, you need to let your voice muscles rest, and you should always warm them up before a big performance.
So we've unboxed the hardware, we've explored the different game modes, and we've even checked out the user manual. After all of that, what's the one big thing you should take away from all of this? It's actually this simple. Your voice is the most advanced, personalized, and powerful instrument you will ever own. It's your sound system, your communication device, and your musical instrument all built right into you.
Seriously, every single voice on this planet is different. It's like your own personal audio fingerprint, your unique signature.
So the only real question left is, how are you going to use yours?